Hi, welcome back to Just Making It. My name's Matt, and as you can see, I'm getting ready to spread manure. So I got to get the manure spreader all set up, ready to go, and we're going to spread manure in this field behind me. I'm going to plow this with my moldboard plows so I can afford to put the manure a little heavy. And I also have a cornfield across the street. I'll also put manure on that. So let's go ahead. I got to do some more prep work on the manure spreader, get it running, and we'll get going here. What I like to do, I like to pull the manure spreader along the field here, and I actually get it ready and I run it for a while, just because there's a lot of moving parts, and I guess you could pretty much say I warm it up. Now you can see on this manure spreader, I had a top beater on it right here and here. Well, the kind of manure that I spread's got a lot of straw, a lot of hay mixed in with it, and I had several jam ups using this top beater, and it actually bent this and broke. So I took the top beater off and I'm just using the bottom. I know it doesn't chop it up like if you were to have the top beater on it, but it works for me. This is an H&S 310. So I guess you could say it's 310 bushel. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start it up and get it running. I already got it set to low. Let's turn on the PTO here. There we go. Now what I'll do, I'll just let this run a little bit and get that chain all warmed up. Because I'm sure there's manure spreaders out there. People load them up without running them, and then their chains snap because you didn't get a good look at the chain, or it's been sitting for a while. So I like to get things moving. Okay, now that I left it run for a while, warmed it up, I'm going to put some grease on it. So let's go ahead and grease the unit. On this 310 H&S spreader, if you were to have a pin break, it would break right here. The pin is up front and it's right there. You see that bolt, that shear pin right there. So if you were to get a jam up in the back, this should break. And then all you got to do is clean your jam up and put another bolt in. Alright, I'm going to go down. I got to put this manure spreader in position to where we're going to actually use it up by the barn here. We're going to go over to the barn there to the left. And the ground is starting to thaw out. You can see it's getting muddy. But, you know, being that I still have a little bit of grass there on that field, I think I can still get in there and spread this manure. You can see here, I pulled up the spreader, and what do you see there? I see a hydraulic leak. Now, these lines that go into the spreader, okay, it controls that gate right there. Well, those hoses run all the way back to these hydraulic cylinders, okay? It's all one piece. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to just leave this up in the air so I don't have to work it. This is the tractor that I'm going to be using to go in the barn and get the manure. It has the front loader. I call it Little Green, the 5300 John Deere. So I'm going to use this, and then you're going to see me, I left the spear on. I leave it on because I've got to still feed the cows. But what I might do is spear a round bale to help with the weight. And you can see my back tires, I don't have a lot of tread. So the more weight, the better in the back. Well, I got a load out of the barn. I got it all filled up. Gonna get ready to go out to the field here, but you can see how sloppy it is. Look at this. And we're just going through a big thaw right now. We had a lot of snow and ice, and today's a nice warm day. It's like towards, I'd say, in the 50s. So let's go ahead and take this out to the field. Lisa's going to take the controls and spread this one. Just about one load with the spreader makes it from the road down to the back of the field there. So we got a long ways to go. Okay, I brought the manure spreader back to fill it up again. And as you guys seen earlier, this dump truck's actually in my way because I got to work in this area here to get the manure out. So, and I noticed that the dump truck, it's not going to start. The battery's dead. It actually sat here during the winter, and I need to jump start it. So Lisa's going to come down with the battery pack And we're gonna see if we could pull this out of here and pull it out of our way so I can load the manure without hitting it. So I got to come around the side here. I got to open this box. This is where the batteries are. Well, I opened up the cover here and you can see the two batteries. I'm getting a slow draw from somewhere, from something. It's draining my batteries. So I'm going to look into that later, but I just want to get this started right now so we can move the truck. Okay, I got my jumper pack here. I just got to hook it up to the batteries. So let's do that. Negative. Positive. All right, Lisa's in the truck. She's going to try to start it. See what happens. Nothing. Well, what I ended up doing, the battery pack right there just didn't do the job. So I had to get jumper cables. I got it hooked to my one tractor here. I'm going to let it run a little bit. We're going to give it a try. Takes a lot of juice. That truck's got two batteries. They were completely dead. See what happens. Well, I left it run for a while. We're going to give it a try now. Okay, Lisa's going to try starting it up. Let's see what happens here. I don't have anything in that truck, but you can see the ground right here. I got to make it up here and I got to go through these puddles up here. All right, I was spinning there, I can't get out, so we're going to go to plan B. And that includes that chain right there. You can see in the back here, it doesn't look too good. Sinking right down. To help things out, I've got a differential lock. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. That'll lock that other axle up. And it'd be like four-wheel drive in the rear end. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, I got my differential lock on. I got it in low gear. I'm gonna honk my horn. Lisa's gonna take off. Here we go. That tractor didn't work, little green, so I got the 6115D John Deere hooked to the truck. We're going to see if this will pull it out. It'd help if I had four-wheel drive, but we need to get through this muddy mess. Once we get up there, it should be alright. Alright, now we got the bigger tractor hooked up. Still got my lock on. So let's see what happens. We got more weight, we got more horsepower. Put it in low. folks, it's stuck here. Can't get it out with both of those tractors. What I'm going to do is just wait until this dries out a little bit and get the 1486 International. I hate to say that, but that bigger tractor is going to get this truck out of here. I do have a backhoe that I could use, but it's buried in the shed, and I'm not going to get that out right now. I could still get the manure out of the barn. It was just in the way here, but you could see I'm buried. It's just not going to go, and this thing weighs a lot, so we'll just leave it here for now. It's not going to hurt anything. It was just sort of inconvenient where it was. I'll work around it. So let's get back to spreading manure.